I'm in my late 20s, been single for just about all of them. And that's not the joke, but I'm glad you're so well adjusted in the middle over here. I am, and that's really how you pinpoint your demographic, I've learned. Because, look, I'll be honest with you guys. For the most part, I rarely hook up with girls my age. It almost never happens. They don't like me. They're like a wild stallion that won't let me ride. But let me tell you, apparently, I am the recently divorced woman in her 40s whisperer, okay? That's my bread and butter. That's what I attract, man. And I didn't understand it for the longest time. But after getting to know them for a little bit, I figured it out, right? I discovered something. There is a common denominator in a lot of divorced women in their 40s. They never got to have a hoe phase. Women need that. Women need that. Listen to me, in the modern age, I sincerely believe that a hoe phase is an essential part of a woman's development, all right? There's much to be learned. Don't hold back, girls. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Do it while you're young. Just hash it out like a GED course and get it out of the way. Move on with your life. Men, if you see a young lady being a hoe, don't judge her. Don't trash her. Congratulate her. She's getting out of the way now so she can be a terrific wife and mother later on. Or she could just continue to be a hoe if she wants. That's her journey. I'm not here to judge. But that's the thing, is some of these older women never had that opportunity because they settled down early, married their high school sweetheart, had a kid in their early 20s, and that consumed their life for the next 20-odd years. But now their kid's gone and out of the house, and they're stuck at home with a boring husband who does nothing to keep their marriage alive. Then they go on Instagram, they see these young ladies living their best lives, making terrible decisions, having a great time doing so. They see that, and they regret never giving themselves the freedom to make those same terrible decisions. So what do? They decide right then and there that life is too short to waste away in a shit marriage with a bum who doesn't pay attention to anymore, and they get a divorce. And now they're on the loose, free to make all the terrible decisions they want. And that's where I come in. I am just the terrible decision they were looking for. I am the Pete Davidson to their Kim Kardashian, baby. If you're looking at me right now and I don't seem like a terrible decision, you've got more red flags than I do, okay? And I'm not judging you. That shit's hot, dude. I see red flags on a chick, I turn into that old dancing Six Flags dude. More flags, more fun. That's my shit. Love older women. Mwah. Compliments to the chef. Couldn't have made them better. Love them. Older women are great because they're not afraid to tell you what they want, but they're also more patient and understanding, which I found is less common in younger girls. Because look, there's a lot of guys in here. You're not going to want to be able to attest to this. You're not going to want to be able to relate to this, but it's okay, all right? It happens to the best of us. Sometimes, as a guy, maybe you did too much coke. Maybe you drank too much whiskey. Maybe it's a side effect of a medication. There's a number of things that all lead to one result. Sometimes, as a guy, you need a couple extra minutes to rise to the occasion, okay? It happens to the best of us. The problem is, younger girls immediately get frustrated and upset. And I'm very self-conscious, so that just makes it worse, you know? She's like, really? You're not hard yet? No, and now it's gonna take even longer. Older women are just happy to be there, okay? They are just along for the ride, and they are well aware that sometimes a brief flight delay is just part of the vacation. Love older women. My only complaint is that sometimes they have kids close in age to me, or at least in college. They always have at least one kid in college, and while not likely, it is still entirely possible that their son drives home from Missouri University a day early to surprise his mom and catches y'all. Yes, that's what happened to me. I go out with this woman, and we go back to her place. I like going back to their place because they usually got a nice house in the divorce settlement. They always own things that, like, you know, it's cuter. They own cute things that only women in their 40s own, like humidifiers. They've always got a humidifier. Which, side note, can anyone tell me, what even is the point of a humidifier? Like, I have never in my life walked into a room and been like, yo, it is not wet enough in here. This air is too airy. Such a weird product. So I go back to her place. We accomplished what we'd set out to do, and she starts getting ready for bed because that's what older women do after sex, apparently. No cuddling, no pillow talk. I've learned something. At a certain age, the roles start to reverse. Because as I get older, I kind of like pillow talk now, you know? Like, why not? Like, come on, girls, have a post-game interview. You know what I mean? How you feeling? Where'd you learn to do that pretzel shape thing you did earlier? Who's Steven? Why'd you shout his name out? I've I've got questions. Older women are not interested in any of that. They just kick you right out like the dime a dozen whore you are to them, okay? So she starts getting ready for bed. I call an Uber, and I decide I'm gonna go out and have a smoke while I'm waiting for the Uber to arrive. And as I'm walking toward the door, in walks her son. We make eye contact, and we both freeze mid-step. I'm frozen out of awkwardness, and he's frozen because he thinks I'm robbing them. He is visibly terrified. He's got this incredible fear in his eyes. He's like stumbling backwards towards the door. So naturally, I try to diffuse the situation, like, oh, no. But then I stop myself. Because then I realized that the only thing worse than me being a burglar is telling a 19-year-old boy, oh, no, I just fucked your mom. So she hears what's going on. She comes out in her robe. He quickly puts two and two together. And my brain will forever be ingrained with the memory of the look in his eyes as he realized he was living out the actualization of every trash talker on Xbox Live. It all come back to haunt him. So they're feuding back and forth. I'm trying to make my way out the door. I'm about halfway out when I hear him yell to his mom. He goes, cool, so you made dad leave and get his own apartment so you can just fuck losers all day? And listen, I'm not the kind of guy that can let someone have the last word, okay? I gotta say my piece. I gotta let people know how I feel. So I step back inside, I close the door, I look them right in the eye, and I go, listen, kid, when you become a parent, you'll understand. I'm Max Pryce.